Mount Clemens is my home. I went to school here. I raised my children here with my husband, Jerry. Jerry actually worked for the city for a while. We've invested our resources into the city. We've had 3 homes in the last 40 years, and all 3 of them have been in the city. We've just moved one to another. Well, we built the last one. This city is our home, and it's home to our family. 4 years ago, when I ran for city commission, I ran because I was concerned about the property tax rate and the return the residents are getting from those property taxes that they're paying. One thing when you become a commissioner, there's a learning curve, right? It takes a while to learn the ropes and to know how things work. And I've learned a lot in the last 4 years. So at this time, I want to continue to work towards my goal of reducing the property taxes and making the city a better place to live and work in the future. And that is why I'm running. Obviously, I don't have the answer to all of these problems. The solution's going to have to evolve, and it'll have to evolve on grant availability. We have to use creative thinking when it comes to our budgets and our how we allocate our tax dollars. And we have to work with the state of Michigan, and especially Macomb County, to find ways where we can spread these costs maybe a little bit more across the county as opposed to just taking them all on ourselves. And of course, we need to find ways to encourage investment in Mount Clemens, both in terms of homes and businesses. We have to expand our property tax base. From the capital project perspective, I think the first step is to get a clear list of what everything is we need to do, and to then break that list down into, if you will, subcategories, and then prioritize them. Then we start tackling them 1 or 2 at a time. You can't just build a whole new water plant. You have to figure out what it takes to keep this one going. The commission lately has strongly been pushing city management to put that list together and start prioritizing it. One lesson I learned when I came on the commission 4 years ago is nothing moves quickly, and especially as quickly as I would like it to. And when COVID hit, everything took a back seat, as it should have, as we addressed the COVID problem. But now we have to get moving again on these tougher issues. We have to go back and look at what the capital problems are and address them. One thing for sure, though, is the solution is not raising our property taxes. The current property tax rate, in my opinion, as I've said, is way too high. It absolutely discourages home ownership in Mount Clemens, and I believe it needs to eventually be pushed back some. 2 years ago, when Roger Button left the commission, he said he hoped that at some point we would find a way to push that tax rate back, and I so agreed with him. So that is one of the things that we cannot look to do as we solve these problems. We have to look for more creative solutions. We have many major assets in the city. The most notable and important asset is our residents, clearly. We have residents that are fiercely loyal to this city. They stand up and take on whatever project comes up. They're loyal to each other. Just as Gina New started Neighbors Helping Neighbors, there are so many examples of that where we look out for each other in the city. Our residents really deserve a pat on the back for all that they do. The other major asset is our heritage, right? Our history. We have our city reflects our history in its old, in the historic homes, for example, the Anton Art Center, which was formerly the Mount Clemens Library, and in the Crocker House or in the train depot. We have a great history, and we have celebrated it. Our city celebrates it. Another major asset we have is our location. We're on the river, and the river gives us a lot of opportunities for development and to utilize that asset a little better. We are also in the center of everything. We're a short ride to Detroit. We're in the center of Macomb County. Our location is close to the freeway. We have a great opportunity to expand because of our location. And our other major asset is our downtown. Many cities today don't have a downtown. We are fortunate to have one. And it is the center, it is the uptown of Macomb County. It is the center of all that is what our city is. It's a place to come together. These are a few of the assets. We have many, many major assets in the city, and we have a lot to work with here. The first reason that I believe voters should consider me for this office is my commitment. I've demonstrated that commitment throughout the last many years. I have given my time and my resources to the city. I am committed to seeing it move forward. As I said, it's my home. I want to see this city do well as we go through the future. A second reason is I think my background in finance and business can lend itself to helping the city work through its problems when it comes to infrastructure discussions and the budget and the money that it's going to take to fix them. Thirdly, I think that the last 4 years as commissioner is another reason to vote for me for this next 4 years. When you first become a commissioner, there's a high learning curve, as I said, and we've worked through a lot of that, or I've worked through a lot of that. Right now, we are at a point with this commission that we are truly, I think, starting to work together as a team. We've accomplished a lot in especially the last 2 years. We have a new city manager. We have a fire chief. We have, put an emphasis on recreation. We have a strategic plan. We have core values and goals to work towards, and it's not sitting on the shelf. We are actually following them, using them as a roadmap to get to all the different problems and issues that the city faces. So we are working together as a team, and it's so important to work together as a team because I alone can't make any difference, right? It takes 4 votes to pass anything on the commission. But if we work together without divisiveness or hostility, we can actually accomplish so much more. And as a team, the important thing is we're not all alike. We are not all of the same opinion on every issue, but we listen to each other and we respect each other's opinion. That is what is so important. It takes time to build a team. And right now, I believe we have accomplished a lot of that in the last couple years. We have started to build that team, and we are getting things done. And I look forward to working with my team members for the next 4 years and continuing to address the tough issues that Mount Clemens has and to celebrate the very cool city that we are.